The healthy ebbs and flows that occur in typical conversations are a struggle in NT-ASP relationships, unless the one with Asperger's has a script in front of them. Today we're going to examine reciprocity, what it is, and why it's a struggle for those with Asperger's. Hi, I'm Steve.
And I'm Lib. And together, we're Lib and Steve. Reciprocity is an exchange with someone in the hope of receiving a mutual benefit. In other words, if someone does something for you, you want to return the favor. One saying that sums it up is, you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Think of it as a cycle of encouragement, a communication roundabout for partners.
Those with Asperger's have a tendency to talk at rather than to others and appear to have little concern for their partner's responses. This can create circumstances that interfere with the back and forth, ebb and flow of communication in neurodiverse relationships. After time, this takes a toll and becomes a burden on the relationship.
For a neurotypical partner, reciprocity is an essential part of communicating, connecting, and expressing love. Their expectation is provision for emotional needs through these reciprocal interactions to feel validated and cared for. For us, it was always so confusing back when we didn't know what we didn't know. Getting a diagnosis is so valuable and helpful. Steve, talk about what our communication was like back in the day when you and I didn't know about Asperger's. It was chaos all the time.
Because I wasn't diagnosed, I didn't know anything was wrong, only that you would get upset and I didn't understand why. At times, there are various things that I thought, but they involved you being not quite right. Lib, what was it like for you?
Oh my, it was a nightmare. It was like we spoke a different language, yet we both spoke English. Day after day, week after week, year after year of no reciprocity, I started to lose myself. Any sparkle I had was diminished. The once bubbly person inside myself became depressed, hopeless, powerless. And again, when you don't know what you don't know, it's a really hard place to be. So maybe you are in a relationship where there is a diagnosis of Asperger's and you're wondering, okay, what's a next step that's very practical towards relief towards us?
Neurodiverse couples can try the use of an agreed upon prompt. A prompt is a tool used to encourage a desired response. For instance, we know of someone who uses the prompt word check when her husband is resisting something that requires cooperation alongside her. The key is to talk about the agreed upon prompt in a calm moment before there's a disruption. Lib, let's demonstrate how this might look.
Sure. Let's pretend we're back in the ASPE days and we're working on cleaning up our communication and growing reciprocity. We'll show what this could look like through some radio drama. Hey, Steve, I'd like to work on a rough spot that happens every time we discuss how to handle a particular situation with our children. I feel like you never really hear what I'm saying. I'd like to try using a prompt word to alert you to listen closer and really hear me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, for instance, if I say, our son Johnny needs you to spend some time with him, you would commonly shrug it off and never do anything about it. When that happens, I would like to use the prompt word jalapeno because a spicy jalapeno is hard to not notice. I think it'll get your attention.
What am I supposed to do when you say jalapeno?
Just hit a pause button and we'll try it all over again. This time with you looking in my eyes and really trying to hear my heart.
But you know, it's really hard for me to look people in the eye. Okay.
Hey, our son Johnny needs you to spend some time with him.
I'm busy.
Jalapeno.
Huh? What do you mean Johnny needs to spend time with me?
He's going through adolescence and he needs his dad to spend some quality time with him.
What should I do?
Do something with him that he likes to do. Do it for at least an hour.
What for?
Jalapeno.
Oh, okay. I'll do it. Help me think of something to do with him.
I will gladly do that.
We hope you enjoyed our skit and that it gave you an idea of the potential use of tools to get your breakthrough in communication. Lib, let's share how reciprocity works in our marriage today since I've been healed.
Yes, I remember many years back, I was talking to a close friend and she was chatting about how she and her husband planned out their entire year every January. Like they sat there and calmly discussed everything. I remember a silent dawning of dread coming over me as I realized that what she described could never happen in my marriage. We didn't have conversations. Every interaction was like a stressful treadmill exercise, but now we really talk like every night. I feel seen and validated. We have meaningful conversations. It's amazing.
It is so amazing. I always wanted to be connected to Lib, and now I can. It's like I know how she will respond and what she needs, and am able to go there in my emotional, relational self in a way I couldn't even 4 short years ago. Our marriage is beautiful and becoming more so each day. We hope that through today's episode, you can have an understanding that no matter whether you go after healing or just relearning better patterns in the midst of a challenging neurodiverse relationship, it requires work, practice reciprocity, and try different things.
If you are a neurotypical partner, you need to have the courage to make suggestions. If you yourself have Asperger's, be open to receiving help from a neurotypical who cares enough to offer help. Check out the link we posted down below for a practical, worth-read article that talks about reciprocity and prompts. Do your own search for more articles.
Come back next week and we'll talk about problems understanding facial expressions and body language. Remember, hope is on the way, and our breakthrough makes a way for your breakthrough.
Please like us, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this with anyone who could benefit. See you next week.